Hello, my name is Chris Bennet. I am a first-year PhD student under my advisor Nicholas Giudici in the Spatial Information Science and Engineering Department at the University of Maine, and this is a summary of my current research and interests with multimodal interaction. The main focus of my research deals with individual modalities such as vision, hearing, and touch. The research itself deals with the spatial representations of our surroundings that we build through these senses. The purpose of my research is to better understand spatial learning and the representations we build from different sensory modalities. I plan to find new ways to apply information from these modalities to be used in current and future interfaces for the average user as well as vision or hearing impaired users. Some of my completed research has dealt with the notion of extended touch. Extended touch refers to the use of extensions of the body, such as a pole or a rod, to build a spatial representation of our surroundings. This study examined whether the same level of understanding could be built through extended touch as compared to the other senses. The design of the study revolved around learning targets placed in various combinations of height, distance, and angle. The study was broken down into 3 conditions of learning using a long pole, a short pole, and their hand. As seen in this snapshot, the subject is blindfolded and using a 2-meter long rod to learn the distance, height, and angle of the target with respect to their current position. After learning the target, the subject sidestepped to a new location, either left or right of them. The target was removed, and the subject had to walk and place their hand where they believed the target was previously located. An LED light was affixed to a glove on their hand that they used to give their responses. This LED was tracked by a 4-camera tracking system utilized in these studies. From the tracked location of the user's response, we are able to get height, distance, and angle errors of their response. The results aggregated across subjects showed small errors for all conditions. The difference between the conditions was also minimal. Without getting into too much detail of the numbers, the following is a couple of graphs showing the overall data. This graph here represents the compiled averages, or centroids, of the subject's responses. This particular graph is a side view displaying the height and distance errors of the responses. At a quick glance, one can see that the errors are quite minimal. This next graph again represents the compiled averages and displays a top-down view of the data. This graph shows distance and angle errors, which as can be seen are quite small. The results from this study show little differences in the spatial representations built up from extended touch versus physical touch. My next study will continue on this theme but involve vibrotactile feedback. This refers to the idea of learning through vibration, in this case provided from a Wii controller. This future study will go beyond physical extended touch by providing a means for virtual extended touch and has multiple applications. Besides its theoretical implications of efficiency using vibratory feedback for spatial learning, the aim of this work will be to create a new interface for the vision impaired using vibration for spatial learning. On behalf of the VEMI Lab at the University of Maine, thank you for listening.